Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025 at 11:14 a.m. in the morning. Um, so, excuse me, some of y'all know why I'm doing the videos in the dark. Um, so, um, it took my video at least 8 or 9 hours, probably 10 hours to upload from yesterday afternoon. Um, so I think it was five something. I think it was well, it was after 4:30. I think almost 4:45 when I started the video yesterday afternoon, and then the video I'm pretty sure was over an hour long, and I don't know if it was before or after 6 o'clock when I stopped the video. Excuse me, and then the yeah, the video ended up uploading probably sometime after 1 o'clock this morning. So um I did have the small little package of the Stouffer's lasagna yesterday, and a few of those Vienna fingers cookies, and excuse me. Then I thought I was gonna be much hungrier later on, and I wasn't hungry again until 11 o'clock at night last night. But I ended up deciding against ordering something to eat so late. And I was hungry later last night, but I ended up just not worrying about anything, not worrying about eating or nothing. Excuse me. So yesterday evening around 8:15, I tried to take a detox bath. Now I was in there, excuse me, until like about 10:45, I think. And the detox bath lasted from 8:15 to 9 o'clock, and then afterwards I tried to work on detangling my hair, and I tried with the Cantu stuff, and I tried with the other regular conditioner, and it feels like as if my hair texture changed. Like it feels like straw. Like last night, it was feeling like straw. So I used the apple cider vinegar and also the bentonite clay and some of the Himalayan pink salt in the bath water, and and try to detox, and it seems like the water was hot but not hot enough, and the bathtub was so small, you know, so I couldn't get my whole body like I really wanted to. Um, but like I could not comb through my hair at all, no matter what hair tool or what comb or brush or what product. It's like my hair is like a mixture of gummy and um like straw, and it's just feeling like it's impossible to comb through. It feels like see, I'm frustrated because now it's like I'm gonna have to be forced to get all my hair cut off and then start all over again. I mean, it feels like undeserved punishment, you know. Excuse me, that my hair, got ruined because of me being homeless and also suffering severe depression due to the homelessness and targeting. Um, you know, so I'm gonna have to be forced to get it all cut off and start all over again. I feel sad because I really wanted to be able to keep my long hair or let it grow longer. But yeah, but it's like the knots refuse to come out. They refuse to come out. Um, so I had been coughing all day yesterday, and yesterday morning I woke up with a sore throat. And I've been having a lot of mucus, and I was coughing all last night. Excuse me. And I'm still having issues with my right foot. Um, I don't have the guts to put any coconut oil because I don't want the beds to be the hotel bed to be stained, or I don't want the bathtub to be clogged up. I got me some more coconut oil the day before yesterday. I didn't open the package yet. I mean, I did not open the jar. But you know, so I had the last of the second day and last of the granola bar. I mean, I keep saying bar, granola cereal. Excuse me. I should have got to do a review on a cereal that was like one of the best granola cereals ever. Um, but the like I woke up about I did not get to sleep that great until I don't think I was able to sleep at all until after 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, and then um, I finally fell asleep, and then I woke up at sometime after 6 o'clock, and I tried to take. They said that to take half. Like well, I can't go through the whole regimen, but I'm just tried out one bottle of the this apple cider vinegar detox drink, and they say drink half in the morning when you wake up and the other half later when you go to bed, and do it for 7 days. But I don't have enough bottles for 7 days, and I can't carry around 7 days of bottles, and I gotta be on the streets. Plus, I don't have enough money or whatever. So I just tried it out for once, and usually apple cider vinegar detox drinks, like they had the Bragg version, and they were like, it was a few years ago. They were like $2.18, and those drinks were so good. But this White House brand or whatever, with the detox drink version, is just it tastes like vomit. And I tried so hard to not puke while I was trying to drink it. Um, but I'll try to, drink the other half, well, about half later tonight. Excuse me. So yeah, um, yeah, it was about six something. I drank some of that and then tried to go back to sleep. And then I woke up back up at like 9 o'clock, I don't know. I don't remember if I woke up to use the bathroom in between then, but 9 o'clock I woke up and I had the last of the granola. It was less than what I had yesterday, and trying to finish off the last of it. And then I had some milk, and I got a lot of milk left over. That if I gotta leave the hotel tomorrow, then the rest of the milk is gonna go to waste. Um, I don't even know if I can drink a full quarter of a gallon of milk. And I mean, maybe I can, and it'll probably be no harm. Excuse me, but yeah, um, I bought just 2 days worth of the green juice. I had the green juice the second day of green juice this morning. So I just had the cookies and milk. And I had like two cookies to fill in since I, kind of ran out. I ran out of the rest of the granola cereal, so I filled in with two cookies, which is one serving. And damn idiot car. So um other than the cookies and the milk, I don't count the coconut oil and the salt. I don't count the coconut oil, salt, and apple cider vinegar. But even though those are food items, but I'm not counting condiments and stuff. But so for the cookies and milk, that's all I got in the fridge, and I might have to order something for dinner for yeah, from I don't know, Uber Eats or DoorDash something. But my situation is, um, excuse me, I um looked up the price for the hotel for tomorrow night. So I got the money put back on the card. I ended up with $95 and I think 25 cents in the bank. And because it's the weekend and also July 4th weekend holiday and the Essence Festival, they raised the price on this hotel um almost double. So instead of it being like under $90, it's gonna be like 140. And I only got 95 in the bank, and I got like 100 in cash. So I wow, still have not done laundry yet, but I need to get it done. I mean, I don't know. Um, it looks like I'm not gonna have to be forced to go out, pack up and leave and go out on the streets tomorrow. And I want to stay away and avoid the Essence Festival stuff like the plague and the crowds and all. But excuse me, doesn't look like I'll get to do that. Um, but and I hate when like say okay if I end up say for example using up my money for like another hotel night or getting something to eat for a few days and then when I finally go back broke again, abusive narcs be like they try to make like as if they're trying to put me on the spot or trying to manipulate for me to feel ashamed or be like, well, what happened to that $200 you had? What happened to that little whatever that you had? Well, if I spent it on a hotel plus food and other things that I needed, you know, That's where I mean, and I don't even know owe strangers an answer for my personal money or whatever, you know. But they try to demand, narcissistically demand an answer for what happened to this, what happened to that, what did you do with that, this, what did you do with that? When even though I'm not obligated to owe people an explanation for what I do with my own, you know, money or whatever, I've still been explaining to let people know, you know, where I financially stand. So, um, it looks like because they raised the hotel prices and I took out. If it's my mistake, I took out because I was like panicked, you know, panicked and felt rushed. Um, I was panicking and felt rushed, and and didn't get. I knew I needed to take some cash out so I can get laundry done, but it's like I impulsively just selected $100 to take out when if I would have took out less, if I probably would have just took out like $40 cash back, then I would have had enough money in the bank for another hotel night on my own. Um, and then I probably would have had to ask y'all for money for funds for food or whatever. But but I don't know if I can pay extra for a late checkout tomorrow. Maybe because of all that's going on, I don't they probably may not let me. Um, so if I cannot get a hotel room at all this weekend because they're raising up the prices and the hotels are filling up and everything, um, because of the Essence Fest, then financially, um, at least tomorrow and Saturday, I shouldn't have to need to ask for help for any money for food or nothing. I'm not sure about Sunday. I don't know about Sunday, but it's a pain in the ass to suffer on the streets at any night. You know, excuse me, but yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I can get. Come on, stupid idiot! There's loud cars passing by. Um, so it doesn't look like I could get another hotel night here for under $100. At least like I'm gonna have to check out tomorrow, and looks like I'm gonna have to check out tomorrow and be back on the streets for the weekend. And I don't know what the crazy perps having planned, you know, for me. But after dinner, I mean, if I order, you know, something on DoorDash, cause I'm too tired and depleted, and still feeling sick, too tired to go out and about, and I need to rest my body and just trying to rest as much as possible. Excuse me, I'm not even living it up in hotels like the stalkers lie and say I'm just surviving, and it's like I'm in a hotel room and what is there to do in here? You know, like what living it up could I be doing? Just resting and trying to take a shower, and you know, how's that living it up or living lavish? You know, I mean, but you know, yesterday I was thankful and glad for the peace of mind, and you know, felt like I temporarily, excuse me putting the groceries in the little mini fridge made me feel like I had my own place again, you know, and I'm thankful and glad to have been able to have my peace and quiet. And, for a temporary amount of time, you know, my peace of mind. But me feeling too sick and coughing a lot and can't sleep, it's been holding me back from working on, and my body feeling weak. It's holding me back from working on my writings. So of course, I don't know what I will eat, or I don't know yet what I will eat for dinner tonight. I'm not eating lunch. Um, since y'all think I'm such a greedy pig if I eat 3 meals a day, you know, excuse me, I've been eating 3 meals a day pretty much all my life, and until 2000, until last year, the stalkers, harassing me, calling me fat and greedy or whatever, and they want to harass me talking about that I haven't been missing meals and stuff. It's like I'm not starving hard enough for them to be suffering and need help, you know. And even the popular fake TI perps, they get money donated to them, and they can have GoFundMe's, and they bully and harass me, talking about, oh, she don't seem like she's starving to me, or she don't seem like she's missing any meals to me, oh, she's oinky oink and this and that, whatever. And while they beg for donations, and they call me fat and greedy just like the regular perps. And then and they can have nice new house and cars and still put up their cash app and beg for donations while lying, saying that I'm a scammer and a fraud or whatever. Like the regular perps and fake TIs have turned the entire TI community against me, where I barely have support. Um, so the stalkers, they're abusive and narcissistic and think I should be restricted to eating only 1 meal a day. But if I had children and were not feeding them 3 meals a day, or if I didn't have the money to feed them 3 meals a day, they would call it child abuse or child neglect. Excuse me. So why do kids, if their bodies are smaller, why do they need to eat more than I do? You know, if I had kids, people would expect for them to be fed 3 meals a day, or anything less, oh, that's child neglect or child abuse. But for me to strive for 3 meals a day while being homeless, oh, that's being a gluttonous, greedy pig. So, I mean, but I don't know what I will eat for dinner today, and it will be less than the $95, less than 95 after, ordering something. But yeah, I was trying to get like $5 bowls of, stuff that you microwave yesterday with my so-called grocery order, but they didn't have the other stuff. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I might as well order like from a restaurant, because if I try to order like from a grocery store and just the $5 bowls, and it probably will be bogus delivery and fees and stuff, and that would be like just crazy. So I'll just probably order from a restaurant or whatever, and maybe buy one get one free. I don't know, um, and then have something tomorrow. But I'm gonna have to probably check out of here tomorrow. Um, but I do not know if it's possible if I pay in person, and if I pay in person, the price will be higher than if I were to do it on an app. So I mean, it would be higher than if I did it on an app. But I don't have enough money to do it on an app because they raised the prices. But then in person, it would cost even more. the rates. But you know, um, I don't know if I would have paid for a room in person. I mean, pay for Friday night in person. If that might be like a whole doggone $200 that I can't afford or don't have enough for. I don't know. But as far as I know, it looks like I'm gonna have to check out of here and be back on the streets and suffer dealing with harassment and torture. You know, um, yeah, looks like I have to deal with the harassment and torture tomorrow and this 4th of July, and I'm not looking forward to, and I don't feel like it. I don't want to deal with um, hearing fireworks, firecrackers, fireworks. I hate those. I wish there was a way I can go to a location or a place where fireworks is not legal. I dread and just can't wait for like Sunday at least, because then the fireworks will be gone. I have not been hearing fireworks, thank God, for the past few days, but it seems like beginning of June they started selling fireworks and fake Gretna. I'm glad I have not been hearing them because, like, if it was New Year's, people start popping firecrackers every night, like since before Christmas, you know, and the and like with my hypersensitive ear condition and my disability, I cannot tolerate or deal with um the torture of the noise from the fireworks. um so yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get to eat, but I it's like damned if I do and damned if I don't. If I eat fast food, I would get perked really bad, and then the online stalkers would get on my case about you know saying that I deserve bad health problems, or if I do a food review, like when I did the Doritos food review, people were kicking my ass with attacks, about how unhealthy Doritos is and how I deserve to be punished with parasites and worms and this and that, whatever, or about the GMO and all that. Um, but when I'm poor and don't have much or nothing, what the hell am I supposed to eat? But then if I try to eat something like a smoothie bowl, they gossip about me, talking about me wanting to eat fancy and luxurious and bougie, and if I have Starbucks to get out of the cold, I get harassed about that. They want to try to manipulate and control what restaurants they think I should be eating at. That homeless person not supposed to eat at Starbucks. Well, they're talking about Starbucks is expensive candy. Well, I see a lot of other homeless people at Starbucks as well, and if they might have other homeless people at a seemingly expensive restaurant or establishment, and that's money that they get from panhandling, and I get, and it's unfair that I get treated like this because people who do drugs, homeless druggies, get more honor and respect than I get. At least I use the funds on what I say I'm gonna use it for, and at least I'm eating. but they expect me to starve out and die and have nothing. And even homeless druggy gang stalkers, they call me fat in the most hateful version and way and tone of voice. The way that they call me fat and everything. And those perps that were harassing me at by the bench a few days ago, you notice that the fat guy in the blue shirt tried to call me big ass or fat or something like that when he was fat too, but they weren't homeless. But if they act like they think their fat is better than your fat, and they be fat and calling you fat and greedy and judging you, you know, calling you fat and greedy while they're fat too, and sometimes fatter than you, and trying to call you greedy, you know, excuse me, and they eat 3 meals a day, but call me a pig if I eat twice. Um, so yeah, tomorrow they have this so-called church event that I'm debating on whether to go. I don't know if I can go, but it would be great if I could go empty-handed. You know, it would be easier if I could go if I had a hotel night and they have like food and stuff over there. Probably hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. I forgot what else they got. Probably snowballs and stuff. Um, but I remember I went last year and they were giving haircuts and clothes and stuff. You know, everything was free, but I was treated bad, and they were pretty mean. It's like the volunteers were not nice. You know, but yeah. So it's like seems like my hair is a lost cause for now, and I've heard stories about people in the targeted individual community that they might have housing, and if they say that the directed energy weapons ruin their hair texture or burn and fry their hair and make their hair texture feel like straw. They have someone named Brandy Quick in the TI community. I don't remember why. Something with the directed energy weapons forced her to have to be nearly bald or something like that. I don't think she was bald, or was she? And or close to it. And some I don't know if the direct energy weapons did something to where she couldn't have longer hair. And then there was a white female that was a former Navy veteran, and no, I mean I never saw her begging for or asking for any money, but she was homeless, living in a Mercedes, and narcissistically rubbing in everybody's face, talking about that she's homeless and living in a high end car, you know, and there are a lot of people that's targeted that cannot be housed or cannot be permanently housed due to the targeting. And in the middle of the night, I forgot to mention that in the middle of the night, they try to cause me forced diarrhea, but maybe because of me having bentonite clay recently, it came out solid. You know, they caused me forced doo doo. excuse me, in the middle of the night, but it turned out to be solid. But sorry for TMI. But I noticed with the directed energy weapons and marks and everything, I noticed more black marks and burns on my face from the weapons. Like all these black dots, more black dots on my face. Um, must be from the laser burns and do the direct energy weapons, and it's like I don't even be feeling, for the burns or the marks, so I don't feel it. But how these black dots, black burn marks or whatever on my face, and I heard that chronic athlete's foot has something to do with the weapons as well. And like the bottom of my feet, like the soles of my feet feel hard. My hair feels hard. It's hard and knotted up and I can. It's like no matter what I put in it, I cannot manage. It cannot manage it at all. Like I'm gonna have to start all over again. And I feel depressed and sad about having to be forced to get all my hair cut off. And get my hair cut again. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling sad about my hair, but I might have to just keep my hair oiled with what they call jojoba oil after getting it cut and just keep it oiled. Maybe I don't know, but it's hard in the winter to keep your hair oiled and then being cold, tortured with cold, and trying to keep your hair oiled. But now it's summer, so I don't have much to worry about. But um, so if I and yeah, I think I kind of got off topic a little bit. So if I eat something with rice and vegetables and meat, I would get attacked and be told that I'm trying to eat too bougie or I'm wasting my money or eating at expensive fancy restaurants or whatever. But then if I eat fast food, I deserve heart attacks and everything. And it's like, excuse me, I'm wondering if I'm no longer eating 3 meals a day and not even eating dessert every single day much anymore. I'm wondering how am I still big and what could I do to eat healthier and lose weight while being homeless. Now I know I'm too big with size and everything. I'm so big, but the professed targeted individuals who don't like to eat much, they will say that the gang stalkers some kind of way force them to eat. But I'm the only one they try to control and restrict my eating, while other professed targeted individuals say, oh, they're forcing me to eat and they're making me fat. And they talk about, oh, I haven't been this big in such and such amount of years, and or they say I never been this big before. They say that they're trying to do religious fasting, and then they're like, oh well, my mom is a purpose. She's trying to force me to eat when I'm trying to fast or something like that, you know. But the perps try to forcefully order me to do fasting and trying to control and shame me about eating. It's like the fake Angie Peterson Ling perp. She just reminds me of the type of person who would be like obese and overweight and trashy and from the hood and like 20 years old or something. I, I, I would be shocked if I found out she's older than me and skinny. But she seems like she's pretty fat herself. And fake Damnesia, y'all heard his voice. He sounds like a fat person himself. Like if they're fat, and my twin sister, she's obese and has her cult to trigger me and try to call me fat and greedy. When people talk about her the way she eats, and nobody shamed her for bragging about having a black stone griddle. If she can cook on a black stone and get praised for it and be housed and just living it up, that's the one that's living in luxury. She's the one who had a car for so many years. You know, she's the one that had a car for so many years and can live it up and, you know, and have lavish birthday dinners and stuff. You know, having a $20 dinner for your birthday, I get attacked for that. Or I get called greedy if I participate in birthday freebies. I'm not allowed to have shit. I'm not even allowed to have a peaceful hotel night or, a hotel room, even in a cheap roach infested motel. Oh, I'm not allowed to have that. They want me to be tortured on the streets or locked up and put away somewhere. That I deserve to be punished with zero birthday celebration. You know, but I'm forbidden to utter or speak about birthday. I'm forbidden and not allowed to talk about it. Um, but so someone is, planning to do something nice for me for our birthday, and I hope I'm not in jail wrongfully. You know, thank I'm thank I'm thankful and glad that I'm sad that the person panicked, but I'm thankful and glad that in the middle of the night someone was concerned enough, that they panicked and wondered if I was all right because they say that I haven't posted or that they haven't really heard from me, you know. I'm like, well, I'm surprised that there are a small amount of people who do care, you know, because yeah, if y'all, a lot of targets make this disclaimer that, if you don't hear from me for a few days, because if I post consistently every day, if you, and then all these abusive narcissistic control freak, fake TI perps, and regular perps want to forcefully order me to stay off the internet and stay off social media and this and that, whatever. And they don't. I mean, and they do it because they don't like me. It's not because they want me to do self care. It's because they don't like me and they don't want to see my face. Excuse me, but I've been posting consistently. Um, and for the month of June, well, how much I earned, and then for July, I'm gonna get the payment sometime July. Guess what? I'm getting under $150 because I have not been able to live stream and earn that much money because the stalker's been sabotaging and hindering my live streams, and because of them illegally finding out what hotel I'm at and getting me wrongfully banned and stuff. I can't get to live stream in hotel rooms that much anymore. You know, I can't really live stream in hotel rooms that much. And then when you see me on the streets trying to live stream, they illegally hack in and sabotage the live stream, and they stop supporters from commenting, and then have my supporters to think it's me blocking them, and it's not me. You know, but if I have an altercation or a feud with you, then I will let you know that I blocked you. Or if and if you're trying to say something hurtful or hateful or abusive, then I will let you know that got you blocked. So, if you end up being narcissistic and bossy enough, so like I don't mind suggestions, you know, as a way of support and help because you love me and care about me. But when people dish out unsolicited advice in a way that makes me feel, in the way that they try to kick me down and hurt me and shame me and make me feel stupid, that's the kind of unsolicited advice I don't like. But like, or if people try to dish out unsolicited advice on trying to tell me to how to sabotage myself even more, while you trying to pretend like it's to help me, when I see that you trying to make me uh, be worse instead of better. I was trying to think of what word could I use that's opposite of progress, or getting better. No, they want to give me unsolicited advice on either how to lower myself or how to punish myself or how to sabotage myself even harder, while you claiming that you think it's trying to help me, you know. But any suggestion of, oh, go seek mental health services, or go get you some psych pills, that's not helping me, and you don't care about me. You it's like you're an obvious perp. You give yourself away as an obvious out there perp. Trying to dish out advice on how to hurt yourself and how to self sabotage, and then I just don't like all these orders, like dishing out orders, telling me what to do. Do this, do that, do that, do that, and all these commands and demands of telling me what to do and how to live my life. And if they constantly telling me what to do, because you think I'm retarded and can't think for myself and can't take care of myself. Like, it's very belittling, like what they call infantilization. That you make me feel like I don't know how to take care of myself, or you treat me like a damn baby. You know, but if it's advice on, and I see a lot of people clearly trying to shame me or trying to make me feel stupid, or they're trying to control me, and and that I call out. But if someone gives like a suggestion, of something that's really helpful and supportive, then I don't mind that, or I like that. But if someone is just trying to, like if someone trying to order me around and tell me what to do and be like, well, don't go doing this, don't go doing that, and oh, if I get a new job and they be like, well, don't go to your new job telling them about gang stalking. Then I block you, because it's like you treating me like you think I'm retarded, and you make me feel ashamed and make me feel bad when you talk to me like that. But like, say if you give me like advice on, oh, you can find you know oh, if you can give a suggestion like, oh well, they have, such and such as a new place that's giving birthday freebie or something like that, then I could see that you care and trying to help me. But it seems like when people try to suggest, well, they say it sarcastically and be like, well, that Walmart is hiring. Like if I say I need help with a hotel room and they be like, Walmart is hiring, I could tell they saying it like they trying to be smart ass or trying to shame me or ridicule me, or and knowing that all these years I may have tried to apply for and work for Walmart, Target, McDonald's and never get hired. You know how they make perp comments talking about go get a job and this and that, whatever. So if they try to tell me go get a job and this and that, when while they trying to block me from working, you know. So that's why I figured they don't mean me any good, or they don't have my best interest at heart. And I don't like people trying to smother me with control, and treat me like I'm mentally off, slow, and retarded, and lack common sense, and don't know any better, and feel like they want to try to micromanage my life when they don't care about me, and then come to find out they're siding with the perps, like that fake ass colorful gremlin slayer would be narcissistic and bossy, make bossy narc comments, and for months manipulated for me to feel afraid to call her out and block her right on the spot. But eventually, she ended up joining the gang stalkers, and probably was secretly part of them the whole time because her profile picture was like a gremlin with a red shirt, and I shouldn't have given her. And then I would have been considered the paranoid one if I would have blocked her the moment I saw the red shirt. Her perping with the red shirt, and then narcissistically abusing me, and when people making me feel unwelcome in my own videos and my own live stream and my own channel, and people who might have a new channel and trying to control how I run my life and my live stream and my videos and everything in my personal life, with them trying to control and act like they think they run me and control me, yet they don't care about me. Why can't I have authority over my own videos and live streams and how I run my YouTube channel and stuff? They want to try to be like, take this down and this and that. Oh, you look stupid, whatever. You're not helping me. And don't tell me I'm wrong for talking about gang stalking when if you make it like you don't know what it is, but then you participate in the perp and abuse, narcissistic abuse, and trying to control people, and not then people don't reverence or respect me, and they think I don't deserve respect or I didn't earn it, and they think they think I'm supposed to be just addressed as girl and little girl, but then I see people with 19-year-old guys that people try to say, oh, this man's videos, and they respect him and they don't try to tell him what to do. And they say, this man. When I'm 41 and I have less than 2 months before I turn 42, how long am I going to be addressed as this girl? Like that man that pretended to fake take up for me with those perps the other day, he kept interchangeably calling me girl and woman, but he emphasized girl, girl. Well, he just got finished perping and sitting at the bench I usually sit at. And then, I don't even know if him pretending to fake defend me was all street theater. If it wasn't even genuine defense or defending me. And then I get called ungrateful, for pointing that out, that, when people play all kinds of mind games and pretend this and pretend that, you know. But so it's after 12 o'clock. It's 12:09, a.m. I mean p.m. in the afternoon. I caught myself 12:09 p.m. in the afternoon, and I need to get my laundry done before tomorrow at checkout. But I need to get me some quarters, and I'm just too tired to physically get up and do anything. My body's not really in pain at the moment. It might be once I get up and start walking around, but um, I need to rest my body. I'm just tired and exhausted. And I heard it's supposed to rain again today. Excuse me. But I after I get off here, I'm gonna try to see if I can sleep some more or take a nap. And my brain is not well rested enough to get to work on any writing. But after I get out of here tomorrow, I mean, I wish I could have a way to get another night, but um, I might work on some writing today later. No promise, but it's a it's a hope or a wish, but not a guarantee. But it's a hope, wish, and desire for me to work on more writing today. But my brain is scrambled, and I still have the topic I need to talk about that I'm not mentally well rested enough to talk about it yet. Excuse me. But they force farting me. Um so the topic that I need to work on, um yeah. So I mean the video topic that I need to talk about. Um but yeah, thanks to y'all that support me and see what the stalkers are doing and reassure me that I don't deserve to be treated like this. And I'm glad, I mean, because it's like the people who are either ignorant or perps themselves, it seems like as if they always have some loophole or way to twist the narrative to falsely make it like I am the one who's in the wrong and the ones who's narcissistically abusing and perping me, that oh he's in the right or he has every right to do XYZ, he has a right to punish you. And it's not the case. Y'all don't even see the bigger picture. So I'm gonna get off here, and I'm pretty sure it's like I don't even know if this video won't upload until this evening or tonight. But um, I'll just keep y'all updated. Thanks for listening to me. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.